Sir, roll call.
Commissioner Buckley. Commissioner Cater.
Here.
Commissioner Galler.
Here.
There's quorum present.
Thank you. As you wish, please stand for the pledge and invocation.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, we thank you once again for all the things and gifts that you bestow upon us. We ask that you give us guidance and wisdom. And during this Christmas season, we ask that you help us to remember everybody that's hurting, everybody that is sick, everybody that needs help, that we lend that hand and do what we can for them. And all these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Consent agenda's on the board. One item, the desktop computer, number 0447, is lost. We don't know where it is. It's not being used. So,
By us, at least.
what?
No, it is not being used because it doesn't show up on any of the.
They can track that, but it's not being used. Okay, motion?
So, but we are going to leave it on there because if it needs to be returned back on there, if they actually find the machine that could be in the closet or wherever, they will place it back on there. But from what they're understanding, this is the only way to remove an item from inventory and it can be put back on it that.
Okay.
That's what
So,
my understanding
is
from
that
my
a
team.
motion?
I make a motion, we accept the consent agenda.
Okay, and I second that. Any questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, Brian wants to reject the bid, Brian Briley, and I think he was fishing here to see just what it would cost to have someone outside do this, and he decided it was too much, so he just wants to reject that bid, and we'll go ahead and do that in-house. So that's what that's about.
You don't need any.
Don't need any action on it. Okay, permission to purchase a new printer, that's for our commission office over here. The purchase price is a one-time cost of $42.38. We think this will save us many dollars a year on toner cost. So, you know, we've had some history of this same thing in other departments, and it was a major savings. And so, I would like to make a motion, I'll make the motion, that we okay this purchase.
I'll second that.
How
Oh, sorry.
to be paid
The commission budget.
out of commission.
No.
Out of 2026.
2026.
26.
Okay, very good.
Okay, we have 2 or 3 printers in there that we'll put in the pile somewhere if anybody needs them. So, that'll be that purpose. Okay, I have a motion and a second.
I just want to make sure people know that the savings will be on my other 2 compadres in my office with their printing and all their printings. So I've been ordering ink out the wazoo. And
Every
will
month.
This will save us quite a bit.
What?
Thank you guys.
Okay.
Every month.
An unstated thing here is a floodplain manager has to do a lot of color printing.
Exactly.
So that's what that's all about. Okay, I have a motion second. Any questions? Yeah, Rich?
For how long is the maintenance, the parts and labor and emergency calls? Just for a year?
I believe it's a 5-year contract.
How much?
5-year.
5 years.
And it's, yeah.
Contract and it'd probably be renewed later if we needed to, I would imagine. So we'll see how it goes.
But you're not gonna be the one doing the maintenance, right?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, Rich, thanks. How's the coffee?
Moving right along. And did I get a vote on that?
In all in favor?
No.
Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, request for emergency letter. Erica, you want to talk?
My name is Erica Jones. I'm the detention superintendent at the Juvenile Detention Center, and we are requesting an emergency letter to replace our fire control panel. It is unfixable according to Centos, and we have we have a estimate from Centos and a budget of, estimate from Blake Roberts, and we would like to go with Blake Roberts. It's a little bit lower, and his yearly
Yeah.
fees are a lot less than
A lot less, yeah, I think,
Do you have a total amount?
Yes.
well, that's the next item here on the board. Centos is gonna charge, what, $2,000 a year for maintenance?
They charge a lot. It is last year it was 2,000.
Yeah, 1920 or something like
for
that.
a
And
year.
Roberts is like 120. Major difference, huh? So, okay, motion to allow this emergency purchase of this system.
You're making the motion?
Yes, I will.
I'll second this.
Okay, any questions on that part?
Roberts is 250, but it's still
Was it
a lot
gas?
less than
Yes.
2,000.
What was the total amount of the emergency purchase?
Say it again?
What was the total amount of the emergency purchase? Well, that should be in your.
Well, that's the
motion.
next item we're gonna talk about here on this same screen. Okay, now, for the replacement of the fire panel, I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Now, let's talk about the second part of that. They have money in their budget, but they wanna move it around for this purpose. They have,
25 or 26 budget?
We are hoping it will be in the 2025 budget, due to it being an emergency for our fire panel. However, depending on how quickly Mr. Roberts, is able to get everything done, it is potential that it could be in 2026.
But you have it in the money in the 25?
We have money in the Circuit Juvenile Division budget, but we do need to move that money from wages to maintenance for it.
okay,
Interfund transfer.
okay. You wanna make a motion on that?
I'll make a motion, and it's $16,440.77, to move where it needs to be moved to.
From staff to the maintenance, yes. Okay, and I'll second that. Any questions? Rich?
So I know we've been looking at replacing this fire control panel for some time.
No.
And I thought we had a budget number, and what I'm hearing is the true cost was above the budget number. So we're moving money to cover that change.
So,
Let me re-ask the question. Do we have money in the budget for the change?
we have in the overall budget, but we have to move it from wages. The importance of, or the need for a new fire control panel is a new need, and so it wasn't budgeted.
It wasn't budgeted.
It wasn't budgeted in maintenance. We do have the money in wages to move it to maintenance.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
So to confirm, the purchase of the fire panel is the $16,440.77?
Yes.
And that's the amount of the emergency purchase approval?
Yes.
And that's an estimate, right?
That is an estimate.
Okay, any other questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank you so much.
That's one of the tightest estimates I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's-
I'm glad they put the 77 cents in the estimate. I would have thought that-
Okay, the city of Farmington wants to use their annex parking lot on the evening of December 20. I don't see where that'll be any interference with our use.
$100 a car.
I make a motion, we give permission to City of Farmington to use the annex parking lot on the December 20th.
I was thinking about the assessor's streetcars, and I don't know if that'll be a problem.
I was gonna ask, who's responsible for the liability of this?
That's why they're approving this, so that they
Yes.
can put us on as the waiver,
Okay.
so that we should,
Good
yeah. I mean, that's what he
question.
called me and said, I need it on the agenda so that we can show our insurer that they are. Do we know what
Okay
being
with
used
it.
for?
Give them permission.
What do you call that when you add them on your insurance?
An addendum?
Or, yeah. And
Rider.
in order
How about
to
rider?
do that, in order to do that, we have to have our permission to be on.
Would that be a rider?
No, I think it's called, we do it at the Oaks all the time.
Hold harmless?
An added insurance.
Do we have a lawyer here
Additional
somewhere?
insurance.
I think it's additional
Insurance
insurance.
people around here?
Yeah, that's what we have to do when we use the cities for the soccer shootout and the basketball, we have to have an additional.
For insurance, I know we have to give permission to, oh, look at Jay.
Yeah, as far as parking for the public to watch this, can we use the US Bank teller area to park in?
You can't charge though.
Ah,
Oh.
okay, I'll have to tear the signs up.
But yes, it's our
Do
ability.
we know what they're using it for?
Yeah, the Christmas drone show, it's lighted drones
Okay.
that they'll be flying.
It's
Christmas
a Christmas.
That's why they
thing.
can't park here, because all the drones will be laid out on the parking lot.
Yes.
And go up from here. You haven't seen one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're their Christmas show, they go all over the Midwest to do this. And it was canceled a week or two ago.
Okay. Motion?
Be better weather. Yes, I made a motion.
A second. Any other questions? All in favor? Yes, Rich?
I hate to do this.
No, you don't.
How many drones are involved, do we know?
No idea.
And will there
I
be
think
enough
there's two, but
public
they move
notice?
around real quick.
I know. Will there be enough public notice that nobody thinks they're foreign objects and want to shoot them down?
Oh, we are in, never mind.
Sheriff, you're in
I mean,
charge.
we all know what we're thinking around here.
That's what we need.
Yeah, you start hearing
Good
this
press.
all around town, you know?
Thank you.
When did I lose control of the meeting?
Well, I did say aye, right?
Yeah, right.
That's exactly
Okay, I
right.
think that was done.
Okay.
Final vote?
Did we get aye? No.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Quickly. Okay, LERF, Sheriff, you wanna talk? Okay, Mike.
No, let Captain Ryan speak.
Thank you, Captain.
Morning. We met with the LERP Fund last week and proposed a purchase of new ballistic vests and outer carriers for those vests for the total amount of $37,400. They approved the purchase of the use of the funds through the LERP for that purchase.
Okay.
They can't pull money out of that without the board's approval.
Right.
And the board has approved.
This is a purchase of actually 32 vests and I think 40 outer carriers. Because we still have vests that can go into those outer carriers. Replacing the 32 vests are ones that are out of date, out of warranty, and or will be out of warranty soon.
I never thought of a warranty on a bulletproof vest.
Yeah,
I never
they're,
thought of that one.
I make a motion to approve the law enforcement, out of the $37,400 out of the law enforcement restitution fund for the use for the sheriff's department for bulletproof.
And I second that. Questions? Yes, Lee?
Mike, or Captain, was there a letter or minutes provided to the clerk for the approval?
They met in the hallway. I don't know.
I'm waiting for Teresa to call in by phone. She's gonna run by and sign it still before I have to get her signature. But she
Okay.
was on, she voted through the phone. She was
Yeah,
on
we'll
the
need
phone.
that for
There
our
will be a
audit.
letter.
I talked
Yeah.
to Teresa yesterday. She's gonna come by, told her at her earliest convenience.
Good.
Thank you for taking
So
care of that detail.
we will get that.
Good.
Okay, so this one's passed. This is okay. So let's go to the next item. What?
Did you all in favor of that one?
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
Let it done that.
Okay. Now, on that same issue, they want to get some more funds, so here you go, Mike.
So this is out of Just Grants, a federal grant, for, it's a 50/50 grant to purchase bulletproof vests. So, I mean, basically, it's apply for another grant, it's 50/50. They'll pay 50% of the total price, and that's for the ballistic vest itself, so, not for the outer carriers. And the price for the vests is $26,400, so we would be reimbursed $13,200 if approved through the grant.
Okay.
Is this, I just want to throw this out there when we do these things. You're making sure, and I know you do a lot of grant stuff and you help out a lot. Are we making sure our grant coordinators involved in these grants when we send them to us for approval? Because I just want to make sure so we know.
Me and Bridget have spoke quite a bit about this
Okay,
particular
well, you
grant.
see what I'm saying? Anybody out there
Thank
that's
you.
sending a grant and just want money, it's not that easy sometimes. And some of these grants that cost us a lot more, like a grant we gotta get to use, but we've gotta get permission before we can do anything. Those types of grants we're looking out for that we don't need, but these, I understand, you do a great job on them. I just wanna make sure anybody that does the grant, please get a hold of Bridget, the grant coordinator, and you do also. I just wanna make sure everybody knows that before.
Another point on that
Thank you.
is that two sets of eyes looking at it, find the glitches, and it speeds things up. When you got a couple of people that know what they're doing, look at that grant application, and then pass it on, and it works out much better that way. Thank you, thank you. Okay,
I
motion?
make a
On that board, I mean, just make sure people are aware, that is a outside, board. I mean, that board is not consist of any county employees, and that's not the county approving to give, that's an outside group that we go to on these things. So again, this wasn't the county deciding to give it, this was actually that this group voted for it, so. Again, it is a group that is appointed of
Why is outside experienced people?
Yep.
So I get permission.
Well, I wasn't invited to be on that, you know. Okay.
To, grant permission for the sheriff's department to seek funds from the Patrick Lay Bulletproof Vest Partnership Program.
Second, question. Come on, Rich, you gotta have something.
I just wanted to clarify, the LRF funds are being used as matching funds for this, is that right?
Yes, we did talk to them, because if we don't get approved for the grant, they did give us permission to use
Use
the
it
whole
regardless.
fund.
Proof of the
Okay.
full
And I think that, the funds actually, because the LRF fund can't be reimbursed, so we were talking about it being paid out of general fund, and then would get the money, if the grant was approved, it'd determine that amount, because then we would need 24,200 from LRF fund, and minus the 13,200. So if we get approved, we wouldn't take the whole 37,400.
Make
And the
it
board approved that just so that way they don't have to go back and get,
Get it later.
we want to respect the board's time, not have to call back for another meeting. So we would have approved for the full hope from that, it's just the half.
The deadline for the grant is the 19th of December, they just stated after the closing date that they would notify us soon. So
Okay.
hopefully by the end of the year, we'd know whether we were approved or not.
Yes, any other questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
Sole source approval, Road and Bridge wants New Way to be listed as a sole source, you wanna talk? Brian Long, by the way.
Just recently, we started this project on Osbury Chapel Bridge, and we're getting some materials. Basically, it's the rebar for the bridge. We tried contacting many of our local suppliers here in town. They had some of the rebar, but the main parts that we was needing to get material in the 30-foot length for the span of the bridge. They didn't offer any of that, so none of our suppliers had that. The only one that we could contact that had the 30-foot lengths and this size provided in the 5/8 diameter was New Way, and they would actually deliver. And then on some of the columns for our steel that they provide, they'll actually bend the steel for us for the columns. So I think there was probably 150 pieces that we was gonna have to manually bend. So this will save
And
time.
it's 5/8 inch diameter steel too.
It's pretty
That's a
good.
hard bend.
Pretty stout material. So it'd be easier for us if they pre-bend it for us and have it delivered to our site to speed up the process.
Okay, motion to allow this to be considered a sole source.
I make a motion, we give permission to add New Way Concrete Forms Southeast LLC as a sole source provider for rebar.
And I second that. Questions?
Where are they from?
There's two, there's out of South County and they're also out of Cape. We know which one we'll be using.
I think it was the one in, up north.
Up north.
South County.
And that's Jackson.
New Way is a major concrete contractor supplier. If you want forms, whatever, that's New Way.
St. Louis?
It's right there in South County, it's right in St. Louis, yeah, St. Louis
Yeah,
County, sorry.
it's down by Lindbergh exit, isn't it? Somewhere
Right by
near-
Revis Barracks.
Yeah.
Or Beavis Barracks, whatever they call it these days.
Okay.
Revis Barracks.
The old dough hats. Okay.
Exactly, yes, you're
Second
exactly.
motion?
Yes, I made that
And I
motion.
second. Any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, policy manual, finally.
Union Road, actually, you take Union Road, they're right there. We used to flood there all the time.
And here it is.
Sorry, I got it.
After a lot of work and a lot of study and all that, we've amended the policy manual. All the office managers will get a digital copy of this. So, motion to adopt the new policy manual.
All right, I make a motion effective January 1st, 2026, the employee personnel to approve and adopt the policy manual.
And I second that. Questions? Now, we had meetings with elected officials, office managers, people, and gave them copies, and they made notes and suggested changes and all that. So we've been through that process, so we're pretty happy with the outcome on it. Any questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. We got a policy now. Retirement of Eddie Girls. Eddie, come on up. Or you want to do this with the picture later?
Oh, we can get a picture now. Or we can do it, yeah, let's do it.
Come on up.
Hey, come on.
By the way, that's a shopping to get with some money.
The photographers are being on as we speak. How many years were you with us, Eddie?
Well, depends on which ones you wanna count.
From 97 till now.
97.
Thank you.
You bet. You've already done.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
thank you for your service. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you all.
Enjoy it.
Well, I don't know about enjoying it. I'm here.
He's here. No, that's a long time to be with a company, guys, these days, we all know that, and we just wanna appreciate you for
Thank
for
you
what
much.
you've done, and it's been a long time.
Okay, Christmas closing. The governor has announced that Friday after Christmas will be, the state offices will be closed. We use the state's guidelines. So we will be closed, what's that, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? No, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Also Saturday and Sunday if you want to count that.
So we're off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday?
Yes, the governor just made that announcement.
When you go back to your offices, use that whatever way you wanna use it, they don't know yet, so then you just say, if you do this, we can have this day off.
And one of the reasons,
Put it in the minutes, I said it on record.
one of the reasons we follow the state schedule is a lot of our employees are state employees over the other building. So you can't have some of them opening the courthouse and some of them closing the courthouse, and some of them are not gonna show up for that day, and others, you can't schedule anything when they're not there.
Well, and you also know that people are working on that holiday time for their
I
families
did know
too.
you did that.
And so when that happens and we only have a skeleton crew here, it's hard for those that show up and one or two people, and so that's a good thing to give them a day off.
And that's also gonna cause an inconvenience for the
It will.
taxpayer too.
For the
Yeah.
collectors,
Yes.
that's coming for that.
Okay.
But
Nice.
it's a good time to remind people, there are drop boxes outside of our
Yeah.
building right here.
Yes.
So even though we're not open in here, you can go put in that drop box.
Or pay online.
Or pay online.
Or pay online, and if you go to the post office, make them stamp it in front of you.
And a couple of people that I encouraged to use the Dropbox yesterday, you do not need a stamp. And they work it the night you get it, they get it, and they send you a receipt that next day, so you get the receipt in usually 2 to 3 days. So some of them say, well, I gotta have the receipt to renew my car license. You will get the receipt.
Let's not promise 2 to 3 days for the post office, right?
Yeah,
It might be 2 to 3 weeks. I just want people to expect things.
You will get a time stamped, bam, you did it on time.
Yeah, it might be a few weeks till you get the receipt.
Okay.
But you can print it off.
You can't, online?
Yeah, I was gonna say, once it's recorded, I think they do upload the receipts so you can print them.
Okay. I'd like to point out how I spell
Harold,
Christmas.
I have a question.
Yes.
Seeing as the county's gonna be closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the employees that have to work, is there compensation on those days? On the one day? Because we're only closed 2 days on our
Yeah,
holiday.
Yeah, we pay on.
Could be holiday
Yeah,
thing.
it's gonna be holiday.
When the commission declares a closing, that's paid.
Just wanna
Now, if
make
the
sure
office
when we do our
oversees-
time sheets.
If the office holder declares it, no, but if the commission does, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Good question.
Again, look how I spell Christmas, I think that's
They're
important.
gonna ask. Yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
next meeting, here a week from now.
Okay, good.
Correspondence.
Yes, well, somewhat. Christmas dinner, don't forget, the 16th, paid for by the elected officials. Thank you guys very much. I have one, but I'll chase him down. I won't bring out his name. So, thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Parks have done a great job over the years, and I really appreciate it when it was, they gave it to me. Thank you, Parks. But it isn't easy, but no, thank you, elected officials, for chipping in for that. The 16th, please show up. Whoever even comes to the meeting here is more than welcome. Dennis, we'll even let you come. So, to the holiday dinner,
Okay,
16th.
okay, any public comments?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Call me Dennis again.
Oh, God.
Put that on the record.
Put that on the record. I did it again.
Good job, Commissioner.
We'll give you a free meal.
You gotta give everybody,
I'm giving you a free
give
meal.
everybody name tags.
Why did I call him Dennis? I'm so sorry, Dustin. I am terrible.
Let's get out of this.
Yes.
We're getting-
Any public comments?
Yeah, no.
He has to make complaints.
Departmental reports.
While he's coming up, I'll tell you this,
Come on up,
we
Sheriff.
started filing for the April elections today. No one has filed it. I was there at 9:30, nobody filed first thing. My roadshow continues about the elections. I was Iron Mountain last night, Rotary Club College yesterday, and tonight's Park Hills.
Okay. Sheriff.
All right. Just got numbers for you. I know it's exciting, but yearly calls of service, we're at 19,840. So we're gonna break 20,000, I assume. Calls over the last week was 374. Inmate population still holding at about 115, with 95 males, 20 females. Some upcoming events, also on the 16th, going to be a really busy day. We have our Shop with a Cop at the Farmington Walmart. It's going to start about 7:15, so it's going to be a busy
AM,
day.
AM.
AM, 7:15 AM. And then our makeup day is going to be Friday the 19th at Deloge Walmart, and that will start at 4 p.m. That's it.
Questions for the sheriff?
Thank you, Sheriff.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Road and Bridge.
Oh, the chance.
As far as road bridge goes, we had some, did some sign work for the Farmington school bus. Wanted some school bus stop ahead signs, put them up for them. That Monday evening into Tuesday, we had a snow event. We worked it. We had some, little bit of some equipment issues. You can go over this stuff many times. Our loader at the south barn had a hydraulic line blow that ran through the steering column. That kind of hindered us some. We responded. We had to take all of our trucks that ran to the south, go to the north building and get loaded. So since then, we've got it fixed and working through that.
What he's saying is we have a front-end loader at north and south to load trucks. They lost the one at the south barn temporarily, so they had to, everybody had to go to north barn to load.
Yeah, so that was a little time delay in that. Like I say, I know some of the parking lots here was a little bit held up, the annex, getting to them, but we should be up and running now. Everything's running good. We just had some were half-ton pickup trucks, transmission issues. I think one of mine, the one I was driving, it's got 19,000 miles of transmissions out of it, and another late model Ford. So we've dealing with some issues on some equipment. We've been still replacing some cross pipe on Cedar Run. Our tractors are still out mowing out in the north and south. I had a lady come up and kind of see some of the work we do in the wintertime, some of the sight distance areas that you normally don't see, but you can really tell around some of them blind curves. She just came to me before the meeting and said it's really appreciated. So those tractors really do help out a lot in the wintertime, create more visibility around some troubled areas. We graded Sims Mountain for access during inclement weather. That's our 911 tower up there. We try to keep it passable in case they need to get up in an emergency situation to keep that tower responsive. We put some riprap rock on Music Road. We ditched on Harmon Lane for a water issue that was tracking water on the 8 highway, creating a icy spot in the road that was slick. We trimmed some more trees on Old Jackson and West Road. We're currently working on Alsbury Bridge at that new bridge we just started. We did some ditch work on Russell Road. We're in the process of trying to purchase some used bridge beams. What these are, they're that a company has taken these down from a bridge, and they will be certified by the engineer that they are good. We had bought some back in 2021 for an example, and used them around our county for several bridge improvements. At that time, we had purchased 42 beams for $70,200. We recently purchased these bridges for Alsbury Chapel, 6 beams for $77,000 and some change.
How many beams you get the?
For Alsbury Bridge, we got 6 beams.
Okay, 6.
For $77,000. Back in
Okay.
2021, we got 42 beams for that $70,200. So I'm hoping we can get these beams and put it to some good use throughout the county. Some of our low water crossings that we have issues with, I think we can do some good. I think it's going to be a really good investment in the county and at a good price point.
And they'll be certified.
Certified to the engineer when they are removed, just like they did last time to a company, Smith and Company. They deem them, they're certified structurally sound, and like I say, there's nothing wrong with them. Perfectly good used beams.
One thing they're working on is that sometimes some of our bridges will actually keep fish and other waterfowl, water living items, issues, whatever I'm trying to say, from going upstream or migrating. And so they're working on bridge design that will allow that. So he's working with the company that does that.
So, we recently met with, this foundation, it's called the Nature Conservatory. It's, privately funded, and, we went on tour with him, looking at some bridges yesterday in our county. And, we don't know how much it could be. He seems positive that he can get some funding for this type of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. If you open the water channel up, how far it will affect tributaries upstream, downstream. There's, the way he explained it, there's several fish in Missouri here that has many endangered species.
So we won't be just doing it for halibut.
No. So it's.
Moving right along.
It's.
That was good.
I wouldn't go.
I love it's always been thinking.
It's kind of a win-win situation for us, I hope. We're still in the process of looking for a new fuel system. We're going through the process of that for the county. The fuel vendor is talking positively that they would fund most of the cost. And then a monthly fee for us for, it's a recurring fee. What he's talking like is gonna be $35. It'd be a system that would be more detail oriented to pull reports on vehicles, on fuel usage. And it would even let the fuel supplier know we're getting close to a snowstorm. It will tell them exactly we're down to 20%. They're gonna need fuel. While we're going through the storm, how we're running. So it's a pretty intuitive system. I think it'd be good for the county.
And this system will record who's loading the fuel, what vehicles put it in.
Yes.
The mileage.
Exactly.
All that stuff, so.
Be
it's good.
accountable.
It's much better recording.
We cleaned up a tree in the southbound lane on the Seven Arch Bridge, north part of the county. We patched several potholes on various routes, trying to get everything patched up before our local asphalt company shuts down. And once that happens, the only supplier that we can get material to fill potholes is up in South County, I think, at Fred Weber. It's a material called Easy Street. They supply, but it's very, very expensive. It's probably $120 to $60.
Is that a hot mix?
Well, it's a cold material, but it's still pliable that they make.
Okay.
It stays cold, but it's just to get you through till springtime. But it's very expensive.
Right, and the hauling.
And the hauling of it.
Any questions for Road and Bridge?
That top's very good, nice to work with, too.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I want to back up just a little bit. Sales tax report, there's the numbers. We went up 1.79% for the year. And for Prop P, it's 8.42%. That's how we're standing on that.
That's because we reflected more people are buying over the internet. I saw last week where the state's revenue is up, but sales tax is only up about 1.5% statewide. The income tax is up, a couple other, the income tax where they're wanting to get rid of is up. So they're gonna have to rely in the next 5 years, if they do transfer almost everything on the sales tax, and if it only goes up 1.5%.
And this is before the Cyber Monday, correct?
Also, with the sales tax, you have to remember is this year, there was no taxes on goods like diapers and wipes of that kind, so that,
Food.
I mean, that messes with our numbers a little bit there, because that stuff's not on there this year, those products, so obviously, I mean.
Now, this
my
is
household,
for
we got
all
a lot
the-
of diapers right now, so I know they're missing a lot of sales tax
And the
in my
big one
household.
is this, the tax they took off, that went into effect about 18 months ago on mining and manufacturing, and their utility use. So these big that's why St. Timothy's dying and Iron County's dying their budgets, because they don't get it.
So I just don't want people to see that, I think we're only, I mean, we're technically probably be up, we would be up more than that right now, but when legislation and stuff starts doing these
Take
tax
it away.
breaks and everything else, that affects us directly, so.
Now, this particular tax is for everybody that comes in and buys stuff. Allen County, Enid County, whatever. We use a number that 2/3 of this comes from visitors to the county. You know, that's basically the number on that. Only 1/3 is paid by county residents.
Harold?
Yes.
Harold, may I ask if we know how much of that comes from internet sales?
Well, this is internet sales.
That's internet.
That's
these
just
days.
internet.
That's, and it's county residents only.
Yeah, because they take it by your zip, where, just how they deliver your package, that's how it gets attributed back to us.
Yeah.
That's why we
This
got.
is county residents, the other is everybody.
That's the one that St. Louis County has been calling, there are millions, and that's what he proposes, like the people in St. Louis County are gonna vote to just pad their budget with it. That's good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Road and Bridge. I forgot to comment. I was stopped by a fellow yesterday that told me how pleased he was with the Smith Road improvements. He was thrilled with it, and so thank you for that. So,
Andy Vanco also, thank you.
I want to mention too that out of county people, that there's a bill before the legislature that was filed last week that would reassign the tax collection. For example, if somebody from Iron County would come over, you would have to program in their zip code, and the sales tax would go back to the county of origin, which we're already starting to fight. So that's
So what that passes, what keeps counties wanting to progress and grow when they can just get their sales tax from other communities?
I think
It's silly.
I think we'll be able to kill it.
Absolutely silly.
But
Our
progress on the other hand, the
brick and
towns,
mortars
the
here.
counties that don't have retailers,
Well,
because
that's-
Walmart shut down most of their local retailers are struggling.
That's the goal of those county officials, is to find ways to grow their counties and progress. I mean, what keeps.
I agree, I'm just saying, it's filed, I don't think
Yeah,
it's gonna,
something
I think it will get a
legislative.
hearing, but I think it will be killed.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have all of your donor counties for it, but the people that are receiving the money are gonna fight it, like St. Louis County and St., you know.
Look at the money we put
It
into
is-
the
it is
infrastructures,
scary.
none of those guys were in here
It
putting.
is scary with the thought of that happening, I know that's backed off a little bit, but the food tax that they were talking about, I mean, if these things happen, I don't think people realize
Yeah.
we're projecting a $7 to $11 million loss just alone with the food tax. I mean, how, you think those numbers are low this year, I mean, how do we?
Exactly.
So I hope people think about that stuff when they vote on these things.
and when our representatives say, well, I'm gonna vote to cut whatever tax, that hits us directly.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't hit the state.
That's why you
always
gotta
hits us,
kill it
so
before it gets to the
yeah.
floor, because you can't vote against tax cuts or against
Yeah.
seniors or against veterans on bills that get put before the floor.
But the
That's on
unfunded
your record.
mandates are just, they need to quit it all. So.
Okay. Any other
That's
departmental reports? Okay, I asked this question before. Why are all birds always spaced? Question, anybody? Yes?
I did a study based on your research, and I found that the birds have a different charge than a wire. And if the birds get too close together, they short circuit each other out.
That's
So they
exactly
can't get
right.
close together.
Well, then there's another reason. They need room to spread their wings to fly.
Because they can't, if they get too close, they would die.
I was thinking about COVID, maybe they all got the message.
Oh, they don't have masks on.
Social distancing.
That's why
Hey,
birds-
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I think it's high time.
I just wanna
All, I
apologize
motion
to,
to second.
This meeting.
I appreciate it.
Vote on it.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.